Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 6 to the Sky. We're back on our island on our server, and there's a few small things we're going to do, like sort of just cleaning things up, building walls around stuff, making things look good, building some more drawers actually, and in fact, building some drawer upgrades. There's some things I want to do with that. And as for the rest of the video, I'm not entirely sure. This is going to be one of those, you guys know what I'm going to do before I know what I'm going to do, right? So I'm not sure. I was thinking about sort of setting up a better Britannia system, right? Because in the future, we're probably gonna want to mess around with this again. And just this one dispenser doing one cold coke for these flowers, it's not enough. So I would like to almost do what we did over here and have a very easily expandable setup, right? Because this, I just add extra things on. I don't have to think about how to set it up. Whereas over here, if I've got to make a new one of this, I sort of can just set it up, but it's not as easy. So maybe I'll have to think about that one. It's going to be a little tricky. Or I could keep it short. But I mean, we tend to get a little bit too carried away. So the first thing I want to do is over here. I kind of want to build a few things. One of them will be with glass. I'm kind of thinking we can have like a glass window to see in here, but also have it be, walled off. So I'm thinking, I also don't know whether I want to build it out of like planks. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I was having a look around at some of the recipes, like different cobblestone things we could make, different things with the glass. And I've actually decided that this thing kind of looks cool. It uses stone bricks and a glass pane, and it's like I guess a stone brick gothic window. That's what it says it is. So we're going to need glass panes. We're going to need stone bricks, which I believe we have. Oh, we actually have a lot of stone. Okay. I only want a stack, right? Stone brick windows. Now, these windows, although they're made out of, stone bricks, they might look good with wood. I don't really know. So, should we give it a try? I kind of, let's give it a try. So if I were to have this set up like that, how would this look? And do they multi-block? They don't multi-block, but this doesn't look too bad. Or at least I don't think it does. And then I could probably get away with something like this. What are we thinking? Do I put that there? I feel like that might not look good. I feel like we put some other type of block, whether it's just cobblestone. I don't know. We put something here. Okay, what are we thinking about this? I honestly, I think this looks pretty good. I think for something that we've made, this is looking pretty good. Obviously we're going to need a door, but I think we can probably, or a way in. I think we can just have that be here, right? I could probably not even use a door. We could probably just have a hallway here and have like some sort of wall over here, right? Just a path in. I think this looks pretty good. And then we can wall this off as well. Make that look a bit nicer. Maybe this, I don't know, will either get moved or walled off. Now, the problem with putting... The problem with putting this wall here is it sort of ruins the point of this being expandable. You know what? What we could do is these could very easily turn and go that way. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to just have a wall? And just, we could just, fly over the wall. But I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I like just having the wall. Although, with that being said, I think we can almost build like a castle. Not a castle, but like, we can build a building around our main area, so around all this stuff. And then the outside stuff can be almost like, if we were speaking in castle terms, like the farm, right? Like all the production stuff can be on the outside, and then all the nice, polished stuff can be on the inside. Because we'll probably move this setup at some point to make this a little cleaner. And we could just have this wall, this same pattern. And I feel like this will look beautiful. We're going to need to make more of these. You know what? Yeah, no. I like this whole 3 pattern that we're going for. I like this. Yeah, I am a big fan of these little windows. Now, I don't know how many of you guys enjoy watching something like this, just watching me build, or how many of you are just sort of in it for the mod stuff. So for now, I reckon we can leave it there. But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy, and hopefully I'm being vocal enough about that. I think this looks good, and therefore you guys should support me and think that it looks good. I don't know where I'm going with this. Next up, I think I'm going to build the storage upgrades. So, if you recall, I think it was last episode, we set up these drawers, and we put inside of them these void upgrades so that once they're full, instead of the items just clogging up all the hammerers and then they stop producing anything at all because they're full of whatever it is, I put the void upgrade, so it just voids whatever's extra. So once it's full, it gets voided. Well, we don't particularly want diamonds voided if we can avoid it, avoid it, right? So what we can do is we can make an upgrade. Now, the upgrades are a little bit interesting. If I search at draw and we look at them, there's an iron upgrade that increases by 4 times, gold one that does 8 times, a diamond one that does 16 times, and then an emerald one that does 32 times. But the trick is, you don't need to make the previous one to get the best one, right? We can just jump straight to the best one and make it with emeralds. And we don't really use emeralds for anything else, so why wouldn't we? And then I can simply, if we have a look here, I don't actually know where it will tell you, but these hold, oh, actually, wait, I do know. Over here. Holds 8 stacks per drawer. So I think what that means is that each of these ones hold 8 stacks, right? Whereas if you go to like a single one, it holds 32 stacks, because that would be the 8 individual stacks added up, so, right? Now, if we put this guy in, he now holds 32 times the 8 stacks, as far as I'm aware. So, the stuff that we want, which is the diamond, the redstone, the blaze, and this stuff. Now, I guess I have to put them in manually. There we go. And, oh, and there we go. Beautiful. So, we should also be able to see the inferium essence should... Oh, do we not have a... Did we not have a void drawer on the one thing that has the inferium essence? Are you kidding me? Well, who let me do this? Interesting. Does that mean we're full of inferium? Yep, it does. Awesome. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Alrighty. Well, anyway, let's make another void upgrade then. Void upgrade. Hopefully we have the obsidian. We do. Beautiful. And that should take care of it. But as you can see, we're already going up. We're above that max of 512. In fact, we're 32 times that. So that should be good. If we have that many diamonds and we still want more, I think we could just put... Let's actually check. Can I just put another upgrade in here? I can. So we don't have to worry about it, right? Just 2 emeralds and we can do that. Ridiculous. What was I about to do? There was something else I was doing, wasn't there? And I've somehow completely forgotten it. Ah, yes. I remember. I was going to place this here, grab one of these, and export the inferium back into here. And there's actually a few things we can do to make that a little bit faster. And that is, we now have a bunch of sugarcane because we set up that guy down there. We're actually probably going to move this system as well. It's kind of... This basement is horrific. I'm probably going to... You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably mine up all of that area and turn this into just like a level down. You know what I mean? Like just add almost like a staircase here. And not have it as a basement, but just have it as like a lower platform. Because whoever came up with this idea was... I don't know what they were on. But anyway, we have that guy making sugarcane. And he's been doing that. He's been working hard. And that means that we can get sugar, which means a multitude of things. First and foremost, though, how much room do I have in these crafters? None in there, none in there, none in there. Okay, so we're going to need more crafters. In fact, we can probably craft these pretty easily now, right? Yeah, the only thing we would still have to worry about is the process of binding. So, do we have any hopper hooks? No. I might want to invest in another, how many terra steel ingots? Yeah, in another bonsai pot for cactus, because then that'll take care of that issue. It's not really an issue because, I mean, we just chopped this once. So do I want to bother? You know what? It's a problem for another day. This should be fine. Because the cactus... We need a... it's a little bit annoying. So, here's my thought process. We need another mana pool, right? Because we need an alchemy catalyst underneath the mana pool in order to turn cactus into slime balls. But the problem is we can't make the mana dust. I think that's what it's called. Mana dust. Mana powder? Mana... There it is. We can't make the mana powder, though. Because if we throw in this gunpowder or this redstone into it with the catalyst underneath, it just transforms it into the other. So like if we throw redstone in it, turns it into gunpowder. And turns into glowstone. Instead of turning into the mana powder, right? So we need 2 mana pools, but I don't have the patience to set that up. So we'll cross that bridge some other day, I think. For now, though, I want to work on crafting some things. Alright, so crafter. This guy we can make pretty easily. If we make an iron crafter, he holds a lot more, but he goes at the same speed. And it uses the previous crafter with a bunch of iron and some improved processes. The processes should be fine. The iron, honestly, we have a lot of iron. That should be fine too. We will have to add the recipe for that though. So another thing we could do is have the patterns getting put in here. So let's get an importer and exporter. Let's get an exporter. ME, no, not an ME, a refined storage one. And I'll show you what I'm doing. So an exporter, hopefully crafts quickly. This guy's going to go here. So we're going to break this cable. Place the exporter. That should keep everything connected. Yep, everything's still lit up. And inside here, we're going to place a pattern. And by itself, it won't do too much. Well, I guess it will do something, right? So in here, I'm going to click pattern. And inside here, no pattern. If I put my pattern into the network, it gets put in here instantly. That's pretty cool. The problem is, though, I have to manually craft the pattern still. So it doesn't help me too much. What we can do instead, though, is make a crafting upgrade. This bad boy. So, he requires an upgrade and a crafting station, or, just a crafting table. Do I want to add all those recipes? Probably not, actually. I mean, we don't need to craft them too often. I don't think it's worth doing. Alright, so what are we after? Craft the stuff that we're after. That should be pretty much instant. All we need now is the actual upgrade itself. And of course, we have to craft things. You know what? We're actually going to tackle a lot of these auto-crafting woes, I guess you would call them this episode. I have a few ideas involving some interfaces and, honestly, probably more crafting cards. So I probably should just add the recipe. I'm too lazy. Anyway, we should be able to click this. And, okay. You might notice a slight problem already, being that it already put another pattern in. So I don't know if it's going to keep crafting patterns endlessly, infinitely. What do patterns even need? We might not ever know. If I want to craft one of you, you need glass. Okay. Glass. Quartz enriched, redstone. How much of that stuff do we have? Redstone, we have a fair amount. Quartz. I don't even see quartz. Yeah, maybe. That probably will be a problem, won't it? Okay. You know what? New solution. Better solution. Okay. I cracked the case, boys. That's alright. Ignore the fact that I've done all these things in previous playthroughs and have somehow completely forgotten how the system works, but we're going to craft an interface. Just a normal interface. It will require an importer and an exporter, of course. But they should be pretty easy to craft. Boom. So, interface. This bad boy is pretty cool. He does a number of things. What we want him to do, though, is honestly probably just sit here and look pretty. So he has a few spots. This top part is what gets, I guess, piped into the block. So if I have a pipe putting cobblestone in, the cobblestone goes in here, and then it slowly gets put into our system. So it goes through into our, into our drives or into, wherever the cobble's coming from, right? Or wherever it gets stored. This slot here is what we want to get kept inside of this interface. So if I want to have 52 cobblestone in this interface, it will put 52 cobblestone in here. And if I were to put a crafting upgrade in here as well, it will if I have the recipes for it, of course, it will craft the cobblestone and make sure that we have 52 in there, assuming we have the resources. You can also change the amount it has up to a stack and down to 1. Shift click to get rid of it, and it puts it back in your system. So we can use this to make sure that there's... No, you know what? I feel like that's the same problem, isn't it? I would need a regulator, wouldn't I? Instead of a... Yeah, I would just need a regulator in here. Because I want to have it so that this guy keeps, like, say, one pattern. You know what? I'm just thinking now I probably could keep the crafting upgrade in here. I think it's fine, though, because this guy lets me craft a bunch of other things as well. I'm kind of thinking out loud and thinking on the spot. It's fine, everything's fine. Few things. Okay. Alright, the regulating upgrade only needs these redstone comparators. The torches, luckily, I've made in a past life. So here we go. Upgrade should be complete. Regulator upgrade needs quartz enriched iron. Regulator. Regulator. I can click that in there. This guy's set to 1, so that's fine. He will keep 1 in here. So if I take 2 out, and I put, I don't know, 2 back in the system. No, I pressed the wrong button. 2 back in the system. We should see just 1. Beautiful. Perfect. That means it won't craft more than it has to, which means I can then grab a pattern. Just the 1. And I can go in here and click this here. And we should see a pattern crafted if we have the materials, but we don't have the glass. So I can put glass in here. And then we should get a pattern. In theory. Right? Yes, there we go. Pattern. Beautiful. And I can put this guy in. He'll get put away. Wonderful. In theory, this should work. Now, there's a possibility. Let me search pattern. Yeah, see, it says craft pattern, even though we have one in here. What that means is that we also need to have an external storage on this guy. So that means external storage. We got to craft one of these guys. Boom, boom, boom. It should be fine. What I'm going to want to do as well is make patterns for every single one of these things. Like the external storage, the importer, all of that annoying stuff, all of those annoying recipes. But now I should be able to, if it wants to let me open it. But now we should see that one pattern. He's in there. And we can put our other one in there. And boom, one's in the system. And one is in here. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. We can continue with our magical auto crafting adventures. So, first thing we want, or at least first thing I want, is an importer. I want this recipe in here. We're probably going to need a cable recipe. That's fine. We'll put that in there too. Next thing I want is the exporter. I would like this recipe. Boom. And then finally, the external storage recipe. He requires chests, and I'm going to click this one. Nope. I'm going to make sure that it uses actual chests. Because in the past, what has happened is it would use my ender chest. I've got chests on me, of course. It would use ender chests instead of normal chests. So I'm going to put the chest here, make sure they're the ones I want to use, and I'm going to click exact. And that way it will only ever use these vanilla Minecraft chests. There we go. Okay. So these guys are going to go... Yeah, they're going to go in here. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to craft one of each of them. And then once they are made, I can take them out. I can place these guys in here as well. And it will make sure that we always have one of each of them, assuming we have the ingredients. Which also means I need to add the recipe for this. I reckon this is a good recipe. This is probably a better one. Yeah, I'll keep exact on that. Boom. That way, that way we can turn our essence directly into chests, like all this stuff, because this gets turned into wood. That's a lot easier than turning them into planks as well. Okay. Close. Close, but no cigar. We need to do more. What was the more? Crafter. We're going to get better crafters. We're going to get these out of the way. Am I in the pattern guy? No. Okay. So the iron crafter requires blocks of iron. Easy enough. Let me sort of sort my inventory a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Then the actual recipe itself. Then the gold one uses blocks of gold, and we have a lot of gold, I think. I think we do. But what this guy does differently as well, we're going to be waiting on a pattern apparently, is instead of just having more slots, which it does, it has a base speed of 5 times. That means it will craft 5 times as fast, but it also means for situations where we have it connected to, say, a furnace, it means it will put 5 blocks in at a time, right? So instead of doing 1 really fast, it'll do 5 really fast, right? So it has its applications both in auto crafting and in auto processing. It's pretty handy. Now, what was going on? We were waiting on a pattern, weren't we? So maybe what we might want to do is get more patterns in here, maybe, just so that this stays stocked. So we can probably click on this, right, and set it to 3. That's probably better. Alrighty, so the gold crafter. The diamond one uses blocks of diamond. We might not have the stuff for that, but at the same time, we might. Ooh, withering processor, actually. I didn't see that. Wait, what's... Withering processor. Okay. This is new. Raw withering processor that you get from a nether star. Huh. Yeah, that's new. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess that is where our journey ends. We can probably put this guy back in and clear him. Sweet. Okay. Well, we get to go up to gold. We cannot go any further. We are not rich enough. We do not have the nether stars yet. So, should we see? We have a lot of gold, actually. Let's say I wanted... Well, I guess we'll just get one, right? Pink crafter. What recipe is that? What recipe did I break? Are you kidding me? Which one uses a pink crafter? This guy. Oh, it's because I've got it on exact mode, and I forgot to change it back because I'm not smart. Boom. There we go. Now he just uses... Wait. I think that should be fine. I think that should be fine. Even though it still says pink, it's no longer exact. So if I do gold crafter... Okay, everything's fine. Yeah, we'll just craft it. I was considering picking up a crafter and, like, swapping it over, but so that the recipe's a little bit cheaper, but it should be fine. And there we go. He's crafted. Beautiful. So, what I'm going to do now is the unthinkable. And that is, I'm going to mine all of these. I'm going to make sure that the server's not restarting. I don't think it is. And we're going to break these. They're going to drop all their patterns on the ground. But, this time, we're going to place one gold crafter. And we're going to try and see if we can fit everything in here. And this guy's going to be a lot faster. What was the gold? 5 times as fast? 5 doesn't sound much, but when you're going from no times, or I guess 1 times to 5 times, it should be significant. So everything fit in there as well, instead of having the 4 crafters. So we can use these guys for, like, you know, other different processing things as they're needed, or, you know, we can use them to upgrade. I like being able to upgrade blocks more than I like not being able to upgrade blocks, because then you just have wasted ones. And I sort of feel the same with the crafters for the drawers, the upgrades, sorry. Like, you can just make the best one. So if you happen to make a previous version, like the not as good ones, it's useless. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Okay, what else was I going to do? You know what? We're going to pick up the stuff under here. This thing. This horrific mess that I can't even get to. We're going to break most of this as well. This little platform we have. And it's going to be clean. We're going to make a new base that's clean. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this monstrosity is all but cleaned up. Oh my god, I hate everything about this little under area. You can't even, like, fly up on top of the blocks. Okay, everything is clean. The basement is no more. This bit I've still got to fix up a little bit, but it's better than how it was, I think. We're making an improvement. As for the drawers, I don't know where I'm going to relocate them to. They definitely needed to be relocated, though. This area, occupied. This area is probably going to get moved out of the way so that this can, I guess, forever expand, which means that's going to forever expand that way. So perhaps... Now, we do want it to connect to these cables, so I guess we could have it over here. Maybe I'll expand this out a little bit. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I think this is alright, and then we can expand out that way infinitely. And we can probably put a... I assume we'll move this, right? I assume this bit's going to move somewhere else. Well, I guess it's... Yeah, it's sort of next to it. We can probably move it, you know, behind it or something. We'll have drawers in front of here, so let's see if we can make some of these, hopefully. We're going to need some chests, that should be fine. Some drawers. I like to use the 2x2s. And these guys, in theory, should be able to just go pretty close, to be honest. Like that. Obviously, we won't need to use this many at the moment. We won't even need to use one of these at the moment. But, you know, future-proofing. We had 4, I'm going to use 4. As for the item pipes, they should go into a drawer controller, and we might still do that. How do I want to do this, though? You know what? Maybe we do move them forward one, just so that I can run pipes a little bit better. That way I can have it like this. We can have a drawer controller, say, under here, and run it that way. I think that should be fine. Then we can do these. Have these all extract. Let's grab all of our stuff. So these things. Boom, boom, boom. Place in the seeds. Make sure that the tier 2 goes into the good stuff, which I think it's this one. And then this goes there, and that goes there. And beautiful. Everything is almost back in action. Just this guy, which is an annoying recipe, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm perfectly fine. We need a drawer. And there we go. I've got this guy. He will go there, and that should link everything together. It kind of looks like they're not locked anymore. Did I unlock them? I don't think I did, but maybe they unlocked when I placed the controller down? Not too sure. Or maybe I was just lagging a little bit. And then this guy can go here, and I can disconnect this just purely for looks, and that should be good. So what I'll have to do, though, is set the original ones so they know where to go. So I'll have to wait for these guys to process, and I'll actually have to check back in the future. You know what? The essences will go into a different thing. I'll have to check back in the future because these guys sometimes drop seeds, and I want to make sure that the seeds that we get go into the drawers as well. Because, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but eventually, right, in theory, these could fill up with seeds, and that could become a problem. So you want to take everything into account. In fact, I need more obsidian. I'm gonna make some void upgrades. I wanna get into a habit of doing it. That way I don't forget and accidentally lag the server to death. It happens honestly more often than you'd expect. Not by me, but you know, the only reason it's not by me is because I haven't progressed far enough to kill the server. But other people have definitely given it a crack, one might say. Alrighty, I have 3 void upgrades. I'll put them in here. This last guy, you know, we'll just pick him up for now. I said I was going to use them all. I lied. So this should be good. This should be flawless. The only problem with this guy is that he's not hooked up to the network yet, so we're going to need some cables. Forgot about that part. But luckily, oh my god, we placed it perfectly. Like, actually perfectly. Oh, I'm struggling a little bit. Did I turn hover mode off? I did. I want to place this guy not there. How did I mess that up? I want to place this guy here. There we go. And then I can connect this like that. Nope. Okay. I can connect this like that. And that also means that I can patch up the hole in the floor. Beautiful. Now, how do I replicate that feature over here? Nice and tidy. I think we can do it. I think I can figure it out. Alright, what are we thinking about this? Is this nice? I sort of moved the conveyor, the drawer around. I think this looks alright. You'd be able to see the stuff back there, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we wall it up. But I think slowly and surely, we're not only making things better, like this now is expandable, right? We can keep putting chests here. We can keep going, bloop, individual chest, pipe, botany pot, bing, bada, bing, bada, boom. And it'll go into the drawers. If we need more drawers, we just break the bottom here and we place them in. That should be perfectly fine. Over here, this thing's obviously from the last episode, or I don't remember what episode, but it's expandable. In fact, you know what? Let's get some sieves. I was having a look, and we can sort of keep an eye on our produce. So if I hold shift, I should be able to see how much is in here. Okay, we have none. We have no gravel, so I think we're going through gravel really fast, and I'm not actually sure why. I guess we have 3. That makes sense. But we also have speed upgrades over here. Gravel's in here. What have I done wrong? I must have done something wrong now. Okay. This guy has gravel. The top is on output. Auto output is on. And yet, gravel remains. In fact, we haven't advanced in here. Okay. This is on blacklist. So it's blacklisting... Huh? Did these reset? It's possible that these reset, right? Is that what it is? No, but this guy's fine. He's on blacklist sand. And he seems to be... Wait. I understand. I cracked the code. Do you know what the code is? The code is, despite this having the identical upgrade as this guy makes more gravel. And I betcha it's because it's one of these bonuses that these bloody pulverizers do. So... Okay, if you put cobblestone in here, you get gravel, you get sand, you get flint. Where is this extra piece of gravel being summoned from? Or are we just somehow producing it faster than this one? How is that possible? How is... They're both receiving their item from a pipe. Like, this is getting cobble from a pipe. This is getting gravel... maybe it's not. Maybe it's getting gravel from this guy. Maybe this guy's slower at doing that than a pipe. Huh. And then this guy has nothing. Okay, okay. You know what? Yeah, we can take care of this problem. Alright, let's get, oh, actually, I've got them on me. We're just gonna slap a linkage upgrade. So, one of them in here. So, as you can see, it's significantly faster. So, now this guy should be stocked up on sand, which means we're gonna have to put this guy in here too. But that should be fine. And we should hopefully be churning through this now, faster than this guy can make it. Damn. The alternative, honestly, would be to have this guy set on... No, well, I can't really do that. I was going to set this guy on nearest first. And what that would do... Ooh, If I did nearest first, and I changed... No, well, that wouldn't work. I'd have to... No, it gets way too messy if I try and do that, I think. I don't know. I think it's fine, Yeah. We just need this guy to be faster. And I think he is now. I think we're actually losing extra gravel, which is what we want. Because this guy's not meant to make gravel. In fact, wait, hold on. This isn't even the problem. This guy's the problem. And he's max speed, and he can't keep... Okay. This guy... Yeah, hey, like those apples. Alright, I'm actually going to leave this. I'm going to let this do its thing. And my reasoning for that is because if we run out of power, that gives me something to do. Because at the moment, I'm kind of just doing what I want. Like, everything's taking its time. What do we have? Sand, dust, and hopefully gravel now. So, we can do it another sand and a dust sieve. Okay, one sieve. I'm going to make these and then we'll wrap up. Boom. Oh. Auto sieve, beautiful. And this should be almost simple. You know what? It's actually very simple. It is actually very simple. So both of these get placed like so. The top becomes an extract. This guy needs to be a pipe. But then he becomes an extract. And then under here... No, we don't even touch under there. Right? Because that's where... I think that's fine. Oh, mesh. Yes, that makes sense. Diamond meshes. And voila. Now these guys should work like a charm. Sand filled in. Dust filled in. This guy doesn't have power. Now he does. Beautiful. Oh, that is wonderful. Okay. I think I can wrap up the episode. So, on the to-do list, these guys, they're not that important to move. They're not really on the to-do list. The to-do list is Britannia. Fix this system, move it elsewhere, maybe move it in this area so that we have an actual path here. Possibly get more power, because I have a feeling that, especially like this guy, yeah, he's going to churn through power. I'm still going to leave it. It'll remind me. I'll log in tomorrow, or whenever I record the next episode, and my system will be offline. I'll be really upset with what I've currently done. In fact, I'll probably get angry at myself, but it's for the greater good. Oh, I completely forgot to do the speed upgrades for this guy. How much Inferium do we have in our system? We still have a lot. Where's that coming from, though? You know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll just patch this up. Pretend it's not an issue. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. It helps out my channel quite a lot. And we're growing insanely fast, which I thank you all for that. Let me know what you guys want to see from these videos and from the channel as a whole. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.